Hello everyone, my name is Seeks Knowledge Woman. I'm here on my channel 7th Direction Wellness to help you on your inner wellness journey. Some of you may have been familiar with my videos in the past. I've been known as Angel Number Matriarch. I've been known as Higher Consciousness. Well, I've determined something that's really authentic to me and fitting for the kind of work that I want to do with Indigenous communities and healing. Before we get started in today's reading, I want to let you know that I've been working on an herb and t-shirt store. It's 7thDirectionWellness.BigCartel.com, and I have plenty of t-shirts available, such as my Meditate, Create, Elevate t-shirt. This video is going to answer, what does stay safe even mean? A lot of us heard this during the pandemic, and it seems nice and all, but what does it really mean when it's coming from the public eye, when it's coming from Western media sources, doctors who've been bought out by big pharma companies? What does stay safe even mean? Watch this before it gets deleted, because you know they don't want you to know this. So the background information that you need for this video is that when we were all in lockdown, staying safe, you know things were going on. The development of AI, the installation of 5G towers. This is not a coincidence. And I'm going to draw upon our cards right now to fill in the gaps with what we really need to know. Spirit, what do we need to know about what stay safe even means? Harmony flipped over, and it's right side up. Stay safe in the sense that it really should mean is that be in harmony with all of our relationships, with our relationship with our partner, with our relationship with children, extended relatives, and community. There is a need for actual harmony to be taking place. And this harmony was not the case during the lockdown when everyone was separated, because individually you're not as strong as you are in numbers. There is strength in community. There is an increase even in the oxytocin that is released when you are not alone. So they know this, and they want you to be disharmonized from all your relationships. Meanwhile, Spirit really wants you to be actually safe by being in harmony with those relationships. What else do they need to know about staying safe? What else? A huge clump just fell. So the first card that fell out of the huge clump face up is spiritual strength, number 9. Okay, so this person, if you see them pictured here, is like pushing the ceiling. It's as if during this time of staying safe, there was some pressure, right? A glass ceiling where they said you can't go past this point. But if you looked inside within your spirit, you would know that you can still go outside. You can still go mingle. You can still be healthy and not get what they're telling you to get. This is the spiritual strength that is needing to be understood. This number 9 energy verifies that, because 9 is all about the transformation, the death to be reborn process, the phoenix rising from the ashes. So 9's energy is something that we just experienced, and now a lot of us are going through this rebirth. We are knowing now the truth, and we have the opportunity to make a difference in knowing the truth. Okay, we have number 5, conflict and defeat, and number 5, emotional loss. If you're watching in the year 2023, this is resonant of this year's energy, number 5, because 2 plus 3 out of the year 2023 equals 5. 5's energy is all about things being very fun and pleasurable, but also very surface. So this energy is occurring because a lot of people are in mourning and in loss right now. There's a lot of people who unexpectedly passed on. There's a lot of loss that has happened. And this energy is all about the losses that have happened, but now the knowledge that we have gained from those losses so that we can make a difference. It's up for the people to decide if you want to keep on going and growing, surviving to thriving, making it through this madness that we experienced during the pandemic, and now being able to change the way the world and society interworks together, because we don't want this anymore. We don't want losses anymore. We don't want our relatives passing away and not knowing why. We want to adjust this and guide people to health and well-being. We don't want this energy anymore. We don't want this stay safe energy anymore. We don't want to feel conflicted and defeated in our homes by ourselves, excluded from society. We don't want to feel emotionally lost and burdened by mourning our lost ones, our loved ones. This message is for you because Spirit knows that there's so many on planet Earth right now who are grieving and very lost after the experiences that we've had in very recent years. What else do we need to know, Spirit, about staying safe and what it really authentically means instead of coming from the lens of dominant society? Okay, we have the throat chakra peeking out at me. So this is all about expressing yourself, being authentic and sharing your truths no matter what. Because you know what? A lot of people are scared of sharing their truths, and they'll get really quiet and they're just working up the courage. And this is okay. It's okay to be in a period of transition. It's okay. But what not to do is to have no voice at all. If you have no voice at all, then you are succumbing to what society wants you to do. They want you to back down. They want you to become a robot to the system. If you have a dominant throat chakra and you share your voice authentically, then others will hear you. Others will come to you, and you will not be alone. You will get through this with like-minded people, but those like-minded people will come to you because you shared your voice. If you sit in silence, people are not going to know what you need, and they're not going to come to you. And it's just going to continue to drive you down that road that they want you to go on, that deep, depressive road, that isolation road. No, it's time to share our truths. And would you look at that? It's number 5's energy once again, the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. So what you can do is you can start voicing yourself more. You can wear the color blue. You can get out and look at the sky and imagine this vastness of potential and artistry that is inspired by this expansiveness of the sky. So there's so many different things you can do for the throat chakra activation. Let's move on and see what else Spirit wants us to know about actually staying safe and not their definition of staying safe. I'm going to move on to the Native American Tarot deck. So this is a very unique tarot deck that was inspired by Native Americans and made by actual Indigenous artists. The reason I'm going with Native American Tarot deck is because I am Lakota, and not only that, but Native Americans have been marginalized on their own homelands. So we know first-handedly what this society has done to repress the truth to keep it hidden. So I'm going to call upon the Native American Tarot deck to help us understand what else we need to know about what they really meant by stay safe. Spirit, please help provide us with insights. Right away, a card popping out, we've got the two of pipes, and pipes in this tarot deck is like the wands of the regular tarot deck. So this is all about finding the magic in duality, in harmony. We had the harmony card earlier in the last deck. This is about finding the balance between masculine and feminine forces, because guess what? They want the masculine and the feminine to clash. They want that. They want you to feel different from male counterparts. And that's because if you're not coming together in unison with maybe your partner or the masculine side of yourself, then you're not whole. And when you're incomplete, you're no good either. So this is all about you finding harmony with that other side of you. If you're a feminine identifying person, find harmony with the masculine. If you're a masculine identifying person, find harmony with the feminine. This is about coming together and healing that relationship between the genders and between the various non-conforming genders as well. It's about carrying forward, gathering abundance for the journey, and just moving on, as represented by the trapper. What else can we get, Spirit? What else do we need to know about what it really meant to stay safe? Since it fell out in a clump of 4, I'm just going to read it like a story. Spirit has a quick story to tell us about what they meant by staying safe. So we have the Chief of Shields. Shields is all about protecting yourself, and it's a bit more of a slow moving energy. It's a very grounded energy. So Chief of Shields is all about holding your ground, standing your ground, rooting yourself down. This is actually a very feminine energy, despite the fact that you see a man here. Shield energy or rooting down energy is actually very feminine. Feminine energy tends to ground yourself down, and it's very mysterious and maybe dark, but it's actually, there's beauty in the unknown, in the potential for growth, for new life, right? Spirit is saying we need some more feminine energy to recognize the potential for creation we have within us. And in grounding ourselves down to the earth, reconnecting with the earth, which is actually in our Lakota ways, a grandmother, a feminine identifying earth, has borne all of us, all of her children. Before I continue on yet another rant, I want to read this story of these 4 cards just quickly. Chief of Shields, we have this idea of being grounded and being very confident in being grounded. And then we have the Hosting Coyote, all about tricks and the things that they want you to see as an illusion. Society has given us an illusion that many people bought into. When you buy into the illusion, you are allowing yourself to be controlled. And this is what Coyote does in our Lakota Native American ways. Coyote is a trickster, and we just got tricked. We have the joint effort that if we combine together as a strength in numbers, then we can start to make a difference. We can start to create 3. We can create a new reality through joint effort to overcome the illusion that they have put in place to distract us from the truth. And captive. Now here is what we're going to do. Is a lot of tribes back in the day, some of them would actually raid a village that they knew was doing actually bad things, say maybe mining for resources and not paying any respects, just grabbing from the land. Some tribes would raid those villages that were up to no good, and they would take the innocent children or women, and they would take them and just let them grow in their healthy Native American ways. So here's where the black and the white, the good and the bad gets kind of blurry, right? In a situation like this, it really means Spirit wants us to take our ownership and our authenticity back. Spirit says, no more falling for the illusion, no more giving in. It's time to reclaim your voice. They stole it from you. They stole it from us. They stole our well-being. They stole our rights. It's time to reach back in and take it back. It is yours to keep. Only you can control you. So let's call upon our last and final pile of cards to see what else Spirit can let us know about what stay safe really meant and how we can actually move past that and be our authentic selves again. What do we need to know, Spirit? Spirit is contemplating. This is letting us know that things are not always obvious. Things are not always what they seem. Sure enough, we had a card just fly right out now. We had the Trader card, exchange energy to create abundance. Spirit is saying, we've let you know the truth now. Now, what are you going to do with it? You can't just know the truth and not do anything with it, because if you know the truth and don't do anything, you're almost just as guilty as the perpetrators, as the people who are doing such a crime to humanity. If you know the truth and you don't do anything, you are just letting crime happen to innocent people. So be like a trader and exchange the energy that you know now with others. You can share this video to help wake up the masses. You can share it with others. You can share your own message of truth with others that they really need to hear. You can reach out to people that are almost hard to convince maybe and just softly mention these ideas and see what they have to say. Just slowly start building up that trust, that rapport, and letting them know that you are a safe place to express these ideas with. You can provide services to others because that's truly how you receive abundance. So the law of attraction works in that way. You give what you receive, and you receive what you give. Spirit, what else do we all need to know about what stay safe really meant and how to move past it? And the sun just flipped over, and the sun was hard to get. It took me quite a few shuffles for anything to pop out, and then the sun came out. This is symbolic. It's like we've been in darkness for a while, right? And now you know the truth. It is flat out obvious. You cannot take it back. You've seen it. And when you close your eyes, you can still see the outlines of the shapes that you saw when it was lit. So even if you try to go back into the darkness, game over. You have already seen the truth. You cannot forget it. You cannot erase it. So the sun's energy is calling you forward now. It says to enjoy success and happiness. So it is sharing these truths. It is shining light in dark places that is really going to uplift you as well as others. The key point is that you are uplifting others, you are helping guide others, and by doing so, you will be rewarded. You will be in the sunlight as well. So shine light in dark areas. How do we really stay safe and not just hide in their illusion? Okay, a big clump just fell. Let's see what we got here. Spirit's last messages to share on this topic are winter with the wolf and the warrior. So with the winter wolf, why exactly Maybe you're watching right now and it's like spring going on summer and you're like, why winter? But the thing is, we need to slow our roll down. If you have been someone who has been manipulated by society into thinking a certain way, it's like you were headed in the direction they wanted you to go. It's not like you can completely do a 180 and just like fly right back, right? You've got to slow down first. You've got to come to a halt. You've got to take care of your needs. Maybe you've got to get some gas first, get some snacks, and then you turn around, right? It's not like, if it's going to be very dangerous actually if you just do a flip 180. So take care of your needs first. If this means that you're realizing now that you're not resonating as much with your current job, your values just maybe aren't the same, well, instead of just cutting off the job completely, slow your roll first. Consider your options and think about how to align your value system with a place that you work. So that's one example that Spirit wanted to give you of this winter card and how you first need to slow your roll down before figuring out and going full blown in a different direction. And then we have the warrior card, being very fearless in this new pathway that you're going to be taking. So you're going to be going this new pathway right after you've gotten some chance and opportunity to take care of yourself and see what you and your family really needs. Well, then you've got to be very strong and committed to this. You've got to be a warrior and a wellness warrior, someone who has the idea of the greater good of themselves and the greater good of the whole earth and all of our beings on this planet. You've got to think of them and what is really needed and do this for them. Be very strong for them, for yourself, for your community, and all of these encompassed on this planet, all of these beings. It's time to restore humanity to where it really needs to be. And humanity is actually in resonance with nature. We actually see healing within the body with nature's resonance. 432 hertz, you see beautiful geometric formations in water that can actually help heal the body. So that is just one example that we are one with nature, and without nature, we are nothing. We are destroying ourselves. So it's time to share that message and be strong about it. The earth needs us. Other humans need us. Other animals and plants need us. It's time to stand up for them and be strong. So Spirit wants to let you know that final message. Take care of yourself first, and then go on out and help others. It's time to make a change on this planet. Okay? It's time. You are not alone. I appreciate you so much for watching this video. I hope you got the truth that you really needed about what stay safe meant and how we can move forward from this. How we can move forward from these dark times and create our own pathway. If you found this video helpful and eye-opening, please share it with others so they can also be on their awareness journey and their healing journey. Thank you so much for watching. Wopila, many blessings to you and yours. Take care and be well.